Well, good morning, and it's great to be here. I will tell you, just to see so many of you, so our Fire Rescue Department members. Thank you for Councilmember Chris Ward, who represents this district, for joining us, and so many community members. And of course, thank you to our interim Fire-Rescue Chief Kevin Ester and the entire crew of Fire Station 2 for all of the work that they do each and every day to keep our neighborhoods safe. I also want to thank members of our Civic San Diego board members who are with us today, and thank them for their critical role that they played to push this project forward. And of course, it is very exciting to officially open Fire Station 2 this morning. After so much great energy, so much great passion, so many people who believed what this station would mean to our entire community, and to see it, what a beautiful station, not only architecturally, but most importantly for the great work, the life-saving work that is going to occur right out of this building each and every day and night. Look, this fire station is going to bring greater peace of mind for the residents and the businesses that call this end of downtown home. As our city continues to grow and people choose to pursue their lives, their careers, start their families here, we must ensure that each neighborhood has timely access to the public safety services that they need and deserve. And as I can tell you, as the former council member for downtown, I first remember being approached about this project as we assessed the growing need for fire stations throughout the entire city. And so I want to thank the many community members, many of them are here today, who voiced their support for this project throughout the years. And of course, our dedicated city employees who not only voiced, but committed all of the approval, all of the efforts to get this project across the finish line. Look, we're investing more each year in neighborhood infrastructure with a record $559 million going to capital improvements in the next fiscal year, which starts in just a couple days. And we are seeing real results in that neighborhood infrastructure with great projects like this one. The new fire stations are just one of the many ways that we are working to boost public safety in the neighborhoods that need it most. Look, this new Bayside fire station has been a top priority for our fire rescue department for quite some time. And it's a very important station because of the nearby trolley and railroad tracks can cause response delays for emergencies on the west side of the tracks. Because we all know that seconds count in an emergency. And that's why the position of this station is so incredibly important. And make no mistake, as you can see, this is a modern, state-of-the-art fire station with all of the tools and the amenities that our brave men and women who will serve here will need to protect our community. And the fact that we have this momentum right now, not only this station, 2 more that we're going to bring in on, the other 5 that we brought on recently, showing that we are putting our efforts and energy into our fire rescue department and into the communities that we serve as San Diegans. This beautiful station was designed by the great architect, Rob Quigley, who is here today, who has done so many beautiful projects across our city, but especially in the downtown area. Rob, great job, my friend. This looks terrific. It shows. It shows. What a passion. And when we finish here, I want everybody to come inside and take a look. And of course, it was constructed by Barnhart Reese Construction. Just phenomenal work on so many projects for the city. Please give Barnhart Reese a round of applause. A couple of data points. This is a 24,000 square foot, 3-story building. It has folding doors in the apparatus bay for quicker access. Of course, it's located next to the Harbor Pacific Drive corridor, providing easier access, as I mentioned earlier, for this side of downtown. It'll accommodate 2 rigs and a battalion chief vehicle. Has a commercial-grade kitchen, training room, gym, living facilities. And of course, one of the unique features, it's going to contribute to our city's climate action goals with a rooftop greenery and solar panels that will help power the facility. This is not a traditional-looking fire station. It was designed with thought and care because of its highly visible location next to the waterfront. And the art that is incorporated into this project was produced by Ingram, Ober, Marisol, Rendon and Ober, and Chuck Moffitt. Let's give them a hand. If you see right around the front. This is going to be a beautiful addition to our San Diego skyline. I remember in 2015 when we built the city's first new fire station in 7 years in Mission Valley. As I mentioned earlier, that was just the beginning. Since then, we've constructed or renovated fire stations in City Heights, Mira Mesa, North Park, Southcrest, and La Jolla. And we have 2 more fire stations that are opening soon in Hillcrest and Point Loma. I want to thank everybody who's here, our fire rescue department, our community members, to help us with this momentum. It's been incredibly important to me as mayor that we provide these facilities to protect and serve our neighbors. This is our important investments that we're going to keep pushing, not just with these new stations, but well into the future. Our firefighters and our neighborhoods deserve great facilities that benefit our communities. This building does that, and so much more. And so again, thank you for everybody's support. To see this, to finally be here today when we were first thinking about this years and years ago, as I said when I was back on the council, and to be here on a bright, sunshiny day represents the best of San Diego. And as I look in the crowd and I see some great folks, many of you, I see Fire Chief, former Fire Chief. Hello there, Chief. How you doing? Great to see you. Good to see you. I saw another. Where's our Chief Maynard? Tracy Jarman, of course. Chief Maynard, where are you?
To your right, Chief.
Look at him. He's always hiding in the back. But again, you know what this shows you? How proud this department is. And how proud everybody is in our fire rescue department. So with that, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Chris Ward, who's been a real champion of infrastructure and public safety, who represents this great council district. Councilmember Ward.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, good morning, everybody. And like Mayor Faulconer, I recognize this has been some time coming, and I've been on the job now for about 18 months, but I remember clearly one of the first actions that I had the opportunity to take as downtown's new council member was increasing the amount of final funding allocation that we needed to get this project done. And here we are here today. So excited to be helping to open the state-of-the-art facility here that is Fire Station 2. It'll have the necessary staff and tools to be able to adequately serve the downtown community, but in particular actually serve the growing Little Italy community that we see right behind us. All the population, all the people, all the businesses that we've added to this corner of downtown is wonderful, and we need to make sure that they're adequately served by public safety resources. And as you heard the mayor mention, to have our first fire facility open west of the rail line is going to be critically important to be able to protect the Bayfront and so many other properties that are here in the downtown community. I've had an opportunity to already tour the facility, and I'm sure many of you are looking forward to that as well. And I got to tell you, it's a really amazing, high-quality, 3-story facility. It's going to be able to serve our firefighters well and make sure that they can jump into action as quickly as they need to when the time comes. I can't stress enough how important this is for the community of downtown and Little Italy. Every community that I have the honor of representing is unique with a different set of priorities and needs. However, there is one thing that is consistent among them, and that is the need to be able to put public facilities first and support our growing city. And as our downtown area continues to grow and develop, each day it's becoming a more vibrant and dynamic community. It's crucial that we ensure that there are a balance of resources available to meet the need of all residents. Because of this, my staff has been fiercely advocating for along community-awaited projects like this fire station and like more to come. So I do want to thank and acknowledge Mayor Faulconer, Chief Ester, Andy Phillips, and Christine Jones for all of their efforts to get this assistance done. It's because of this collaboration that we're seeing projects like this move forward across District 3, and we're now having more infrastructure projects that we've seen in a generation. Station 5, of course, is about to open up in Hillcrest, and I'm really excited for that new opportunity, and we have more in the planning pipeline. So it really is a day of celebration and certainly an acknowledgement that we have a little bit more to do to really further this momentum going forward. Also wanted to acknowledge and thank Rob Quigley for some really amazing architecture, and I think from an urban design standpoint, what I particularly appreciate about this is really the glass facade that we see here that's going to better connect the Little Italy community to the facilities that are meant to serve us here. So I think it's going to be a beautiful and wonderful addition to this community, and I'm very excited to be here with you all here today. Thank you so much.
Terrific. Next, of course, I'd like to introduce our Fire Chief, Chief Ester, to say a few words. Chief, thank you for the job that you continue to do, and all of the members of our Fire Rescue Department.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. What a great day, opening a new fire station, expanding our service to the community. A very awesome day. In 1904, the original Station 2 was opened at 10th and B Streets. After 67 years of service, In 1971, that station was closed and the crews were moved to Station 1 to create what at the time was called a superstation. Now here we are 47 years later, the growth of downtown driving the need for this new fire station. I want to thank the mayor and the members of City Council who demonstrate their dedication to public safety as we open yet another fire station. The road to get this station built has taken a very dedicated fire rescue team to make this happen. I'd like to quickly recognize some of those folks that have contributed to this station project. Former Fire Chiefs Tracy Jarman, Javier Maynard, Brian Fennessy, who couldn't be here today, retired Deputy Chief Lorraine Hutchinson, Deputy Chief Jim Gabry, Battalion Chief Matt Nilsson, Captains Mark Tonight and Tony Ferragamo, Project Officer Michelle Belishon, Tim Oakey, Chris Brown, Don Larson, Matthew McCreary, Brent Lindberg, Don Costello, and Jim Schultz. I want to say thank you to all those team members who have contributed an immense amount of time into making this happen. I also, too, want to recognize our partners, Civic San Diego, especially Daniel Kay and Gretchen Herr, Robert Quigley and his team, Barnhart Reese, and Hughes Marino. Lastly, I'd like to thank the family of retired Battalion Chief Bill Poole. Chief Poole had a distinguished 33-year career with the department, retiring in 1973, I believe. Back when the old Station 2 was demolished, Chief Poole saved a brick from the circa 1904 station. And although Chief Poole is no longer with us, his family has given us that brick to incorporate into the new Fire Station 2. So when you tour the station, and just inside the front door, you'll see a turquoise bench, and you'll see the brick from the original station there. So thank you again. And I want to say with that, I want to say again, thank you for everyone being here today.
Thank you, Chief. As the Chief just mentioned, it wouldn't have been possible without the great work of Civic San Diego, and here representing Civic is Andy Phillips. Andy?
Thank you and good morning. And on behalf of Civic San Diego's board and its staff, let me express how extremely excited we are to be here today to celebrate the opening of Fire Station number 2. It was a long-awaited process, but as you look at this new fire station and you understand the importance it will serve to downtown, it was worth the patience. Civic San Diego, through its predecessor CCDC, has been part of this process since the beginning. In conjunction with the city and the fire department, we worked tirelessly to identify a site and secure it with former redevelopment funding. Again, working closely with the city and the fire department, we engaged Rob Quigley to design the fire station. And then unfortunately in 2012, with the loss of redevelopment, construction had to be halted on the fire station. But much thanks goes to the many individuals at the city and Civic San Diego who worked tirelessly at the state level to ensure that former redevelopment funding was available and construction on the fire station could continue. So due to their hard work, the funding was secured, and you can see the fire station behind us today. Thus, we're here today celebrating the opening of the fire station, and we understand the importance it serves as the critical infrastructure to continue to support the growth that is necessary in downtown. So I'd like to thank the mayor, the council member, for their continued efforts to support this project. Thank you to Chief Ester and the entire fire department for being great working partners during this entire process. Thank you to our project team, including Rob Quigley and his team at Rob Quigley and Associates, Sean Fisher and his team at Barnhart Reese Construction for their work on constructing the station, Dave Bates from Hughes Marino for being our construction manager, and finally, thank you to the entire Civic San Diego team who have touched this project in one way or another, but in particular to Daniel Kay, who's head of Civic San Diego's Public Works Department, and Gretchen Herr, who was project manager on this project. So again, on behalf of our board and the entire staff, let me express how thankful we are to be part of this process and celebrate the opening today.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. You know, the artist who created the beautiful work just around the corner as part of this project couldn't be with us today, but I would like to invite Christine Jones from the City of San Diego's Arts and Culture Commission to come up and talk just a little bit more about the inspiration for the artwork that is displayed here. Christine?
Good morning, everyone. So, and then, that's the title of the artwork. The public art installation is just around the corner by the highly talented artist team of Ingram Ober, Maricel Randon Ober, and Chuck Moffitt. So, inspired by a visit to the Firehouse Museum just a few blocks away, early in the project, the artist really became enamored with the objects designed for fighting fires. So, playing off those visual parallels of the fire hardware, brass horns, as well as trumpet vines. They drew from and combined a variety of materials, concrete, terrazzo, bronze, and sound to create the artwork and really connect it directly to the site here. So we couldn't be more happy at the Arts and Culture Commission to be able to add this artwork to the city's civic art collection and really be able to bring rich sensory experiences to people passing by the fire station, visiting the fire station, as well as the firefighters themselves. In terms of a thanks, I want to certainly thank the artists. Again, they weren't able to be here today, but I want to thank them for their dedication and the creativity that they brought to this project. I also want to thank our project manager, Jay Nolan, and all the Arts and Culture staff involved with the project, the Arts and Culture Commissioners and the Public Art Committee for their support, as well as our collaborators, the Fire Rescue Department, Civic San Diego, and the Design and Build teams. The Public Art Project would not have been possible without all of their efforts. So today I'd like you all to take a moment when you're touring to go to the corner over there and check out the artwork, take a look, and listen to the artwork. Thank you.
Now we declare it officially open. Congratulations.
Metro Engine 2 admin.
Engine 2.
Metro, for the first time in 47 years, Engine 2 is back in service and available in district. We'll take that call for the rescue.